When I started high school, I was a very crazy kid. I spent my first few years playing hide and seek in class, throwing food at lunchtime, and running around the playing field screaming, thinking I was a lion. During my second year, I somehow managed to get the most credits in the school, but also managed to get the most referrals. I think it was safe to say my mood would change several times throughout the day. I don't have that many memories from my first 2 years of high school, but I will never forget Nettie Bridge. Almost getting thrown out of Pizza Hut, Peter's amazing faceplant into the river, and how we almost made Mr. McSwan cry because we all disappointed him so much with our bad behaviour and messy rooms. During our last night at Nettie, Ross and James set off the fire alarm because they thought it would be a good idea to have a deodorant fight. And the funniest moment of all had to have been seeing Cameron outside, having just been rushed out of the shower, being chased by Ross Brogan, who was trying to steal his towel. I think it's safe to say that some people never change. The past 6 years have been a huge part of my life, and I love everyone in our year and truly see us as one big family. Every year says it, and it's true. It isn't until your last year of school until everyone becomes really close. Out of everything that I'm going to miss you guys. And I hope that we can all go on holiday again sometime in the future. I really need to say thanks to a lot of people though, so I better get moving on. I thank Mr. Milner for being the best Graph Comm teacher ever, even though you were forever off to photocopy something. I should probably let you know that whilst you were away, me, Laura and Emma get out of our seats and made some music videos. I've got to thank Mr. Cummings for being the most organised man alive. He has literally got a PowerPoint presentation for everything possible to do with Gaelic and the language. I thank Mrs. Wall for putting up with me in maths. But you should know that I am still disappointed that you did not name your daughter after me. Even after I asked you several times. I thank Miss Dean for not stabbing me in the throat for continuously talking every single lesson without fail. I wish you all the best in Stirling, but don't think you can get rid of me that easy, as I'm there for uni. So, you never know, you might see me in the pub. I thank Miss Maxon for proving to me that it is possible to talk for a whole hour straight. It is safe to say that I'm very jealous of James, who managed to get so much extra sleep in that class. I really do thank you a lot though for getting the absolute best out of me. I thank Miss Hunter for giving me lots of laughs during my standard grade music lessons. This was because she quite simply did not like Cameron, and he really didn't help himself most of the time. I do need to thank you for teaching me to play the piano though, as I now have that for life. I thank Mr. Sutherland for just being Mr. Sutherland. Unfortunately, I was never in his class, but I did hear about when he leant over Lyle's shoulder and shouted right into his left ear, "I, systems analyst." Although I wasn't there, I wish I had. I thank Dr. Cayley for getting me an A in chemistry. As we would walk into each lesson, she would always say something along the lines of, "Come on guys, you're late, we've got a lot to get through today." We were also frequently told that we needed to get our skates on. Bearing in mind this started during our first week of the higher course, I honestly can't explain what the week before study leave was like. I admire her sense of urgency about everything, and also all the work she puts into the live partnership. But I should probably get to move on, as she's probably checking the clock non-stop as I speak. Now, Mr. Johnston. A warning to all the younger pupils. He's not one to feel sorry for people. And there is one lesson I'll never forget. So I'm sitting in biology in the afternoon, feeling fine and happy. Then about halfway through the lesson, I started to feel a lot of pain in my stomach. So I wait a couple of minutes to see if it passes. It was only getting worse, so I asked if I could be excused. His reply to this was, "Come on, can it be that bad?" So I explained how I was really sore. He then went, "Oh, it's really sore. You know, you sounded just like your big brother there." I was still not allowed to leave. I was later found on the floor in an insane amount of pain by Mr. Hume. I was soon rushed through to hospital in the ambulance, and by 9 o'clock that night I was having surgery done to remove my appendix because I'd had appendicitis. You do a great job for Tolly, Mr. Johnson, and we both know that we are the best house, even though throughout my whole time in high school we never won once. I'd like to wish Jake and Jordan all the best in being house captains. I also want to thank yourself and Mr. Milner for putting a lot into the basketball, and I know it's really appreciated. I want to thank Rona, Lorna and Flora for doing such a great job in the office, and Andy for just quite simply being the best. And I want Lorna to know that whenever I chatted to you, I couldn't help to think of Roz, the office lady from Monsters Inc. Although he is not here, I would like to say thanks to Choppy for being the best bus driver ever. I'm going to miss all our amazing chats, which was usually the extent of, "How are you doing today, Choppy?" And for those of you on my bus, you know exactly what I mean. The biggest thanks of all has to go to Mum and Dad though. You've always encouraged me to try my best with things, and although I don't always show you guys, I do love you both really. I also need to throw in a thanks to my little brother for staying up with me last night whilst I wrote this, though he didn't really have a choice. The last thank you has to go to Isla. She was amazing to work with, and I can't lie, I really couldn't have done it without herself, Donald or Gemma. She was so organised about everything, even during a holiday when we had a takeaway. She couldn't help to take control and draw a nicely drawn table with our name, what we were having, and how much it was going to cost each. I'd like to wish Ines, Beth, Justin and Holly all the best as the next set of senior prefects. Now for those of you who don't know, during my second year of school I stole Mr. Hume's rocks from geography. I like to think he's forgiven me for this, but it's hard to tell. So I've decided to finish off by donating my own personal rock collection to the geography department. So if you'd like to come, Mr. Hume, Thank you very much.